Today, we are going to change the oil on the 2019 Aston Martin DB11 AMR. It'll be the first time I've changed the oil on one. The sun is kind of bright right now. We're gonna get the oil changed. It's gonna be great. Get it serviced. So the first step to any service is getting a spot to do it. Viper out of the way and park it out here in the sun. And this sun is aggressive, so I do apologize. And get the lift ready to go. Well, I'll be honest, the sun has not been my friend in this video, but we're gonna get it pulled into the garage now. This is kind of the process if you wanna watch. Oh yeah, we're hanging off on this side. It is very hard to do when you're doing it by yourself, just so you know, but I can straighten it up. Got the car on the lift, got it set up, got everything taken care of, went and changed clothes over here, sitting perfect on the lift, right on the line, right where we want her. Got the hood popped, and that beautiful V12. But yeah, she's over here looking good. Now, for the fun part. So, with my lift, I have a beam that likes to fight me and it's a little in my way. So I have to put the hood down, but that's okay because we'll get the hood down, we'll get everything set up, go ahead and raise it up and start looking at how many bolts we got to take out to do the under panel. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's close the hood. And we'll go from there. And that's the fun part. So we get to take a look and see what's underneath the car. And this is it. Look at that. Wow. Aston, thank you for putting the oil filter where I can reach it. In context, I had a DB9 and the oil filter, this, was actually located underneath the throttle body. You had to remove a throttle body to get to this oil filter. So now it's right here where I can get to it. So simple, such an easy oil change. It's right there. So, and then check that out. That's the starter. Wow. What a good location for the starter. Oh man, this thing must be really easy to work on compared to the DB9. So yeah, this is her. This is everything. It looks brand new under here, which is exactly what thank goodness. No oil leaks, nothing going on. I mean, everything looks great. There's some coolant lines and stuff. I'm very happy with this. Now, for the real question. How can we route that exhaust better and make it sound glorious like a V12 should? What do you think in the comments, everybody? This is the axle back right here. It's probably what I would change. Also, carbon fiber. But yeah, and then this is a good view of all of it. So we've got to take this cover off. There's the oil filter, but the drain plug is under this. So what we're gonna do is, it is literally 4 T30s. So T30 here, T30 here, T30 here, and T30 here. Those are for the inner shroud. And then the rest of it looks like it's a regular old 13 millimeters. It's 21 13 millimeter bolts to pull that cover off. But now that it's off, take a look at this. That is the oil drain plug right there. And I got a brand new one of those. Got a brand new oil filter. Everything's pretty simple, easy to get to. And I'm just doing it for peace of mind. I've never changed the oil in it, and I want to know how to do it. So it's just good to do before you make a big trip. One step I forgot to mention is that oil drain is full. So put 11 more quarts into it. I might want to drain that out. So yay. I'll get that drained up real quick and then we'll get that going. Still made a mess. Yeah, almighty. So after a little bit of drama, got the oil tank drained. Nice and drained. We've got the oil plug right here. And it's a simple oil change from here. It's just like anything else. Oil filter here, oil plug here. You drain both. New filter, put on a new plug, fill it up with oil, problem solved. So an Aston Martin doesn't have to be crazy. I mean, it's a simple oil change. Luckily, that's small maintenance. I don't know what big maintenance looks like, but I'm happy with what we got. So we'll get the oil changed and I'm gonna go ahead and start draining it and all that fun stuff. After 21 13 millimeter bolts, 4 T30 bolts. We're finally here. I've got the oil drain up. I've got the oil drain plug ready to go. Got it on loose. All right, she's loose. Just take this down. And voila, she's draining. 11 quarts later, we'll be ready to fill her back up. All right, guys, so if I just let it, it would drain all night. So we're gonna go ahead and put the new drain plug back in, or the new drain plug in for the first time. Now, you don't have to crazy tighten this or anything like that. It's fairly simple, just a little bit of tightness to keep it from leaking. Give it a good little tug. Well, just like that. Simple. All right, next step. Let's see if I can turn it by hand. Nope. So, now, try to do this without messing anything up. There are some hoses right here, so you gotta be careful. Also, don't want to hurt my hand. Yes. Just like that. And now, she's already starting to leak. The blood of an Aston Martin. Oh boy. A little messy. I've always wondered if there were better ways for this to go. And all of them end up kind of the same, where you just make a mess and then have to clean it all up. Get to wear a little bit of dinosaur blood. Yeah, well, that's part of it. Beautiful white filter though, so if it leaks, you know it. But yeah, almost got it where I've finished making the mess. Now I'm just kind of holding it with one hand and turning it with the other. It's running down my arms beautifully, and we're off. One part that sucks about this is I only got one rag, and I feel like all of the oil is on my hands. But yeah, that's off. Clean up a little bit. That's what good old microfibers are for. This still makes less of a mess than the DB9. Anybody that's done a DB9 oil change can agree that this is probably about 10-fold easier and better than doing it on there. You have to remove a whole throttle body on that car, which is ridiculous to me. But yeah, so learn something. Don't waste your time refilling this. I think it was a waste of time. It just made a bigger mess, made the filter oily. It just made more problems for me, I think. Aston Martin techs out there, do you pre-fill your filters, or you just stick them on, cold start it, and wait for oil pressure to come up? Done that on every other car I own and haven't had any issues. So let me know what you in the comments below, please, what you do when you do your oil filter changes on your Aston Martins. Just go back, check your bolts, make sure your filter's on. You're done here. Now we're at the point where we're gonna put oil in. So oil on this car, if it goes in right here, and that's your oil dipstick. They give you a dipstick as well. Right, guys, you can see the timing chain on this car right there. And what we're using is Mobil 1 OW20, the same thing the manufacturer uses. I actually got this information from Motor Cars of Atlanta. Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all giving me that information. And then we're just gonna fill it up. We're gonna put 10 quarts in to start with. I've got 3 things. We'll only need 11 quarts to 12 quarts is what they were telling me. All right, now let's just hope we don't spill anything and we'll be good to go. So here we go. First little bit of oil going back in. Thank you, Aston, for keeping the oil dipstick. Unlike other manufacturers that switch to none at all. It's cool if you want to put a digital level in there, but kind of give me my old school way to check it. Audi, Porsche, all of you guys, I'm talking to you. All right, guys, so now for the start. Everything looks good. No check engine lights. Everything's good in here. All right, now that we've started it, we just turn it off. And let's go check that oil again. All right, so everything's done up here. We're gonna raise it back up, put all the under panels on. Hopefully there's no leaks. If there's no leaks, we're good to go. And we'll get it done. So that's it, simple as that. We're only gonna change the oil today. It looks like the air boxes have to come completely out to do the air filters. So Aston Martin hooked us up on the oil filter, but I don't know if they helped us with the air filter. If somebody else knows how these air box, these guys right here, without disassembling a lot of stuff, let me know if there's a simple service way of doing the air filters, but I really think the boxes have to come out. So, all right, so we're here at the scan tool, and instead of going into Aston Martin like I normally would, I'm going to Mercedes-Benz. Now, the infotainment in this car is, it's basically old Mercedes tech. And so what makes it simple is I'm already plugged in, obviously, got everything going. But now instead of automatic selection, let's do manual selection. And then when we're coming in here, show you this. So I want to identify this as a AMG GT, and then AMG GT Coupe would be fine. And then it's going to give that information, that's fine. But now what we're going to do is let it load. Sure, that's fine. Go to hot functions, and then instrument cluster. And when I get here, once it loads up, confirmation of general maintenance. Now once you get here, it'll load up some information, all pulling it from the database inside the car, what the service is, how many miles, all that fun stuff. And when the next service is due, you hit F1, hit continue, and that easy. You've reset the service indicator on an Aston Martin DB11 AMR. And then when you key it on and go to the service reminder, 365 days until the C service is ready again. So simple as that. Quick video. Thought I'd show you guys. You can't do it using the buttons. I tried multiple times. I gave up. Grabbed the scan tool, see if I could figure it out, and we got it. So, all right, and next up, because we're taking it on a trip, I want to make sure my tire pressures are good. So Aston Martin says in the door that this should be 36 in the front, 38 in the rear. We're going to go through and check all of that. All right, guys, and just like that, she's done. She's serviced. Everything's completed. So I hope you enjoyed this. There's plenty more where this came from. If you like what you saw, hit that button. Join me. We'll see you on the next one. You guys have a good one. Take it easy.